Welcome back, one and all, to Elevated Leftovers, episode 16. Today we're doing a little special up. We're doing our Costco leftover Sando with the infamous rotisserie chicken, which I think we all know and love. Required ingredients right here. Screenshot. Do whatever you gotta do. Write it down. Okay, let's go. So this recipe will fluctuate wildly in what you have on hand. This is what I have on hand. We're going to crack into this bacon. So 5 strips going into the toaster oven, 375-ish on air fry. Put it on the bottom rack if you can so that the grease doesn't hit the top of your oven. I've got an old red onion that needs to go, so we're just going to cut up half of it. It doesn't need to be special. We're just cutting long strips because you kind of want them to hold their texture when you're eating. You don't want them to just get lost and everything. And then we're going to cut up our garlic as well. This we're going to cook with our kale. Bet you didn't expect you'd see an Iron Man 2 reference today, huh? I want my burb. You don't remember that? No one does. Alright, so in the main components of butchering, you're going to have like a backbone that goes down the center of the bird. Use that as your guide to cut out the breast. Take out whatever meat you can, and then honestly, just get in there with your hands. Feel around, rip stuff apart, get animalistic with it if you want. That's the easiest way. You just find the pockets of meat that you want to remove. As sure as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. I'm gonna get a little bit of Jasmine time now because she ain't coming around at the end of the video. She does not like this process, the tripod, any of it. Maybe she doesn't like you. Maybe that's why she's not coming around. I don't know. Maybe you need to think about that. There's really not much more to say about this process. It can take a while, especially if you're super meticulous and you get everything. Make sure to flip it over and look for those little juicy oysters kind of on the underside of the bird. Those are always good. And then if you really want to, you can keep your bones and make soup with it. I've done it. Strain the schmaltz off the top, and it's bomb. So try not to waste it again. We've got a lot of filling in these sandwiches, so I'm really only going to need like this one breast for 2 sandwiches. We're going to leave it at that. This is my hands are dirty, but I don't want to wash them before turning on the stove. Claw technique. Comes with experience. Sometimes it's best not to do what I'm doing. Why do I do what I do? Who knows? Go, you chicken fat, go. So we're gonna put the chicken fat in the pan because it tastes good. It's got lots of water in it though, so we're gonna let that cook off for a little bit. Add a little bit of extra oil, and then we're gonna come in with all of our veggies. So garlic and onions, our alliums are going in. Give them a couple minutes to get a little bit of color, sweeten up, and remember to salt as you go, baby! Perfect timing for the gift. I did it. What's the onions? Onions and garlic look good. Then we add the kale, which I washed ahead of time. We're gonna just saute that up, get the kale wilted. They will lose a lot of water. So, they're going to shrink down a bit, so don't worry if it looks like you have a lot. Add a bit more salt after you taste it. Add the soul of a lemon, a little bit of parm. You can add a lot of parm if you want. Do whatever you want. And that should be it. See how evenly that fat rendered? That's why I like to cook it in the oven now. Just easier. You might be asking yourself, was that a fart sound? And it was. It was. This was a test. If you laughed at that, you stick around. You didn't laugh? Get the hell out of here. You don't need your kind around these parts. So I always keep some sort of sauce on hand. Today we got this bomb-ass, dank-ass garlic spread. So we're gonna smear up one half of the sandwich with that stuff, and then we're gonna start compiling everything else. So first I'm gonna go with the veggies. They got a lot of body and bulk, so I feel like having them on the bread to kind of corral them in is probably best. And there we go with our chicken. Kind of shred it up a little bit too as I go, so that way you aren't pulling out giant pieces. You can kind of bite through it a bit easier. That swine, that hog, coming up next. And then we're gonna finish this bad boy off with a little balsamic reduction, a little Jersey Drizz. What else would be good on this? Some hot honey, maybe. That would be dank. Some honey and some red chili flake, hot sauce, maple syrup mixed with sriracha. Do whatever you want. Spicy, tangy, sweet. It all works on this type of thing. It's pretty good. Man, the dankness meter. I think I'm gonna give it a pitted on the dankness meter.
Yeah, man. Where you go?
So today's lesson: take that rotisserie chicken, don't waste it. Take the rest of your shit and make a sandwich. Until next time, love you. Bye bye.